Hey, welcome back, Let's Players. Like I said, I tried to get this one up as quickly as I could after the last one. And, you know, I think I might even make it before the end of the night, so I'll have 2 in one weekend. I don't think I've done that since, like, the summer. Anyway, so this is the second half of the famous Fire Emblem ship level, where they always have a ship. You know, like, every single game I've played, there's a ship level. And I think I actually emphasized this a lot, and how stupid they placed their guys, which made it really easy for me to kill them. Aw, crap, there's a little bit of lag, but hey, it's not that bad, I'm used to a lot worse. Anyways, yeah, so on one side, it's just Shaman, and on the other side, it's like 20 billion mercenaries and archers. But if you have Osmond as a general, and if you're following my strategy closely, you should. And then you just put Hector there too, and they can't get by on the melee side. And then the mage side, once again, you have Lucius and you have Florina, who are both very, very good at killing Shaman, because they're quick, have a high resistance, and they tend to have a high magic or attack. I mean, Florina's isn't that high, but to compensate, Shamans have a kind of crappy defense. Anyways, crap, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the boss. He's just down there. I think I passed by him a second ago. I'm almost certain I mentioned this in the last one, his Lunatome. His Lunatome negates the resistance of the enemy, which makes him a bitch to fight with, say, a Pegasus Knight or any magic user quite high resistance, because they're dealing way more damage than they normally should. But it makes it a breeze to just slaughter them with people with a normally low resistance, like a Myrmidon, or I guess a Knight, a General, a Myrmidon, any of those that tend to have a resistance under like 5 will do much, much better than they would against people with Lunatomes. The only thing I have to watch out for, that's bad, I should get her out of there. Anyways, the only thing I should really try to watch for is the Lunatome's annoyingly high critical. That's the only, I guess, downside to fighting them with it. But I get a couple of my own and they're really, really useful. Okay, I'm almost at a really fun part, the Mind Glitch. I've been talking about it a lot, but honestly the Mind Glitch is one of my favorite parts, or not favorite part, it's kind of cheap, and I only learned about it a little while ago. But in my practice run, I used it, and it works perfectly. I mean, there shouldn't be anything wrong when I tried on this. And it gets you, like, the most powerful weapon in the game, because, not because it's a particularly powerful weapon, but it actually raises all your stats. So, of course, that's a very valuable item. Anyways, that's the Lunatome, negates the enemy resistance. I should have had the foresight to bring a thief to steal those speed wings. It may have been nice to have those, but then again, not really. I don't really need them. Now, I don't think I should use Lyn much anymore. Normally when I use Lyn, she's like the incarnate of death for any enemy she fights. She's invincible when she fights, pretty much. It's actually kind of funny to just watch them, like, attack and miss, and the mages attack and deal no damage. It's really funny, actually. But I'm gonna try to keep all my lords to a minimum strength to get just one set of levels. And since I'm not actually going to do all of Hector's mode, I'm probably going to try to get Carol this time around, which is unfortunate because then you'll only be able to see a couple of... You might miss a couple of different levels. I'm not sure if I'll be doing those. Like, in the level where you get Harkin or Carol, you can also... There's also a selection of 2 different bosses. Kenneth, who's a bishop, and Jeremy, who's an assassin. And then also there's the, fighting Lloyd before Linus and Linus before Lloyd scenario, which I might be able to show you too. And also, there's another character there's 2 characters you get actually, who I'll definitely be showing you how to get. There's Farina, who who, if you guys haven't guessed at all, she's the third Pegasus sister, and with her you can complete the triangle attack. And there's Carla, who also, as the name kind of suggests, and the fact that she's a sword master, is Carol's sister. And the way you recruit her is really weird. You have to get Barter to a level 5 warrior, and on the map then you get 30,000 gold to just buy stuff. She appears outside the arena if Barter's level 5 warrior and on the map. So you make them fight, and if both of them survive that particular fight, then she joins you. If she dies, she doesn't join you, and if Barter dies, then Barter dies and she leaves. Oh wow! Crap, I did not see that actually. That guiding ring I missed entirely. Anyway, so I'll give it to Urk, but I won't make him use it right away because that would just be a massive waste of a level up. Just a perfectly good level up. I should stand on the stairs so they don't get out. And actually, you'll notice, well, most people get their units up to level 20 before classing them up. I tend to not do that. The only scenario I actually wait an extremely long amount of time before classing up a unit is in the case of the case of Nino. I think I've already explained this to you. She's you get her really late in the game as a level 5, which is horrible. And she's a mage, who not only is she just a mage, she's got a constitution that is well past pathetic. She can't even use a fire tome without being slowed. Her constitution is only 3. But she has some of the most insane growths in the game. She can easily, not even your best spellcaster, she can easily be your best unit in the game. And she's a very good unit, so I normally get her to maybe level 18 before I make her class up into a sage. And even then, I use her consistently to take advantage of as many of those level ups as I can. They're definitely worth it. Like, if you're between training someone and her, train her. Because her growth will pass anyone's. In fact, the only growths I can think of that are higher are Carol's, but not from this game, from the one before it. Okay, Urk's finally a sage now. I love it when I get the little class up in the middle of the battle, because then they all get slaughtered when they try to fight. And yeah, Urk's actually a half-decent mage too. He's kind of on par with Pent, maybe a little bit weaker, and he's definitely outshined by Nino. But he's not a bad mage actually. He's a pretty good fighter. Anyways, this is where they attack from the back. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, Carol. He in this game he has the lowest defense growth in this series. It's only like 10%, and his resistance growth is 15. But he's a character in the game before this too, which, you know, it came out before this, but chronologically it's after this. It's with Eliwood's kids. And he shows up in the end. So you get Barter, who ends up to be his brother-in-law, or his niece Fur, who's a Myrmidon, and, you know, a pretty decent master to talk to him. He was a level 19 sword master, but if you he's a level 19 sword master, but his growths are through the roof. He has an HP growth of 210%. So that means on a level up, he's guaranteed to get 2 hit points, and he has a small chance to get a 3rd. Every single other stat, oh hey, cool, critical. Every single other stat he has more than a 100% chance, so he can get 2 of each stat, except resistance, which has a 100% chance to go up on a level up. So he is an insanely powerful unit, but he only has 1 level up. It's a little weird that way. Anyway, so that's the end of the level. In It's either when the turns are up or you kill the boss, they all rush out. The Fergus's pirates rush out to help you. And then he congratulates us for like kicking ass and taking names. Are they really that worried about blood on the ship though? Besides, it's not like actually, come to think of it, barely any fighting took place on my ship. There were a few shamans, and then I just pushed them back so much that they like cowered in the corner in fear. Okay, so that's the end of the level. Eliwood's party's going back to the, not back, but they're going to the Dread Isle, where there will be one fight, one side quest, and another like actual level. Now the side quest, it's 2 levels from now, like after the next level. The way you get it is if you just beat it in less than a certain amount of turns. And it's actually not that hard a level because like you start on an island where it's like an easily defendable island, and then you can send out a small strike force to kill the boss, and then it's over. And of course Lynn should be in that strike force because the enemy is on a horse, and with her Manny Caddy she can deal extreme damage. Same for Hector, he should be used. Oh yeah, and also you get Dart, the very vulgar, rough language, but kind pirate. And even though he might not look like that much, he has a really, really good hit point. Like, he can have insane hit points. And he's the only other berserker you get besides Hawkeye, and he can be trained. Like, there's one sea quest that you get in the desert map, and you can use it on him, so it's worth it to train him at least a bit. Anyway, so I'm out of time. I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I got this one done so quickly. That Gamer Mexican, signing out.